What's going on, guys? Dan here with Two Dudes. So today I want to talk a little bit about wanting to be a millionaire.
Selling on Amazon has absolutely changed our lives. You want to know something? We're going to help you guys get there too.
All these people are talking about wanting to sell you a lifestyle. We're here to sell you a life.
So who wants to be a millionaire? Well, pretty much all of us, right? You know, it's a wonderful feeling. You know, you sit out there with, you know, your seven-figure income, or you have seven figures, and you're like, oh man, this is great, everything's great. And you think that's really the end of your issues. Like, money solves all problems, which we know is completely false. It's a fallacy.
I thought that success was all I needed. That's what was going to bring the happiness. Buying my mom a house, being the fame, the accolades, having people say, yo, you are the best in the game. I thought those would be the things that would bring happiness. And then when those things came, the happiness wasn't there. And I realized why that was. There was such an attempt to achieve these things and to keep going that you lose sight of the people and the blessings that you have around you. These things that seem small, if you're looking that way, but if you look this way, you realize they're the only thing that matters, and that's your mother, that's your family, that's
a belief that some have, but for whatever reason, they think that money will solve every issue in the world, and that's not the case.
First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
Money is a vehicle. It provides options. It gives you a chance to maybe go out and buy that car, a fancy car that you've been wanting for a long time, or buy that really nice house for your wife and kids, you know, something along those lines. But money doesn't solve every issue. You know, there's a lot of other issues, like sentimental issues, you know, religious issues, stuff like that, that money cannot buy. And one of those biggest sentimental issues is happiness. You know, a lot of people come up with those arguments like, yeah, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy things that make you happy, and that's the truth. You know, if prized possessions, personal possessions, or something, you know, that make you happy, like having a really big TV, a really big house, something along those lines. You know, when you wake up in the morning and those are the things that you prize and they make you happy, cool, there's nothing wrong with that.
And money isn't everything, but money makes life easier. You cannot live a full life, I believe, from Dan Lok without money. Because when you don't have money, all you can think about is survival. All you can think about is yourself. All you think about is, what can I do? What's in it for me? But when you have more than enough, when you have success, when you have money, when you have more than enough abundance, now you can share. You don't have to so focus on me. Now you can focus on other people.
Some others, you know, like myself personally, I look at it like, I spent a lot of money to go to college, you know, and essentially for all intents and purposes, what got me is a paper and this like job that got me to where I am today, right? But when I wake up in the morning and I look at that, you know, that degree, you know, that makes me happy. And it's not the money that I spend on the degree that makes me happy, mainly because student loans suck, right? But, you know, that's besides the point. It's mainly because I worked towards something that provided me a benefit that, again, was a vehicle that got me to where I am in life today. You know, that knowledge and experience that came along with it. But back to the main point, when you look at it like, you know, becoming a millionaire, what does it take to become a millionaire? How do you become a millionaire? What is the millionaire mentality, the millionaire mindset? You saw these flashy Instagrams and YouTubes and Snapchats of all these people that are, you know, essentially mini celebrities or celebrities themselves that you're like, God, I wish I could live that life, you know. But have you ever sat down and thought about what it takes to become a millionaire? What the responsibilities are of being a millionaire? How hard is it to become a millionaire? You know, is a millionaire somebody that wakes up every day and has this, you know, insatiable drive to succeed? Is it somebody that just fell into it, like, you know, a trust fund baby? There's tons and tons of different types of millionaires. Rico and I have always, you know, essentially preached to you on the other side of this camera that there is a specific mentality that it takes to be, you know, to lead the type of life that we lead. You know, how did we come into our riches? How did we develop this life that we have today? And there's one way, and it's hard work. You know, there is no replacement for work ethic. You know, and that's something that my dad taught me when I was growing up. He's like, you know, that whole Navy mentality is like, get up early, go to bed late. Money never sleeps. And, you know, if money is your vehicle to success, for my father, that wasn't the case. It's accomplishing something, accomplishing a set of goals. You know, and a millionaire does that over and over and over again, multiple ways. You know, it isn't just one thing that they're doing and, you know, life is good. I'm just going to be satisfied with this 9 to 5. You know, that's not the case. You know, the odds of you becoming a millionaire by doing one thing and one thing only over and over and over again it's difficult. You know, that's why a millionaire is always looking for other things to do, other ways to bring in income. Income, money, all of that's just a side effect of success. You know, it's a wonderful thing. And, you know, in this world and in this life that we live in, the greenback runs everything. I get that, right? But if money is your only drive, is your only factor, is your only want, your only need, then you've already failed. You know, you can't let money control everything in your life. You know, and that's essentially what this entire video is about, is telling you that money is a great thing and it will come. You know, it's something that is always going to be there and there's plenty of it to go around. But how you arrive to that goal of making money, how you get to that point is by performing a set of acts and goals that achieve something successful. You know, and money is a determining factor of success, yes, because why else would you build a business? You know, I mean, granted, you know, you could look at some of the oddball exceptions, not really oddball, but just the exceptions to like nonprofits. You know, nothing against nonprofits, are wonderful organizations and they do provide, you know, they do provide for the greater good. But, you know, if you're looking at this from the perspective of, you know, wanting success, most businesses are looking at profit. You know, and profit means money. You know, you want something in return. It's like if I ask you to go out and work 8 hours a day, you expect me to pay you money. Being a business owner, then, you know, that's an understandable want and need, right? Well, as business owners, that's the essential same thing. Instead of, you know, somebody or a corporation paying me money, I'm going to be the corporation that pays others money. But in order for me to pay others money, I need somebody else to pay me for my time and services, my knowledge, my skills. You know, and that's what Rico and I set out to do from the very beginning. So becoming a millionaire, becoming that person that has multiple ventures, is successful for all intents and purposes, sees something through. You know, it takes time to develop that, you know, that gritty skill in nature. You know, it's something that you're born with, yes, but it's also something that can be learned and developed. You may one day find that, you know, you're successful in your main job and you think you can duplicate it. So you go out on your own, you create your own business. Maybe you create a consulting firm, an engineering company, architecture firm. That's, you know, eventually could lead you to be a millionaire, right? But, you know, they always say like the average millionaire, and granted this number always skews, was, you know, at least 7 streams of income. And there's a reason behind it, because instead of somebody paying you $100,000 a year one time, it's $100,000 a year 7 times or more. So you know, literally probably my favorite entrepreneur of all time is Mark Cuban. And I know the guy's kind of a little off edge. You know, he comes off as brash and rude sometimes, you know, but that's, you know, he understands what it takes to run a business, multiple businesses, ones that he's sold, software companies that he's sold for multi-million dollars. And this guy has started something, worked on it, you know, seen the inception of it, seen it grow up to be this, you know, this basically adult, and then sold it off for millions of dollars. This guy is an absolute genius, and he knows what he's talking about. Mark Cuban's probably not watching this video, but if you are, I love you. I learned a lot from him. You know, I mean, everything he says makes a lot of sense to me, and it's one of those keys. Even like if you look at like Gary Vee, is the motivational aspect of it. Motivation is the biggest key behind it. If you're not motivated to do something, you're not going to put your best foot forward. And that's the key with anything you do in life. You know, regardless if it's getting up in the morning, mowing the lawn and going to bed, or getting up in the morning, caring for your 2 kids because you're a single mom, single dad, going to work, working your butt off, hitting the gym maybe, and then coming back home. They're all daily goals, stuff that you're setting out to succeed. And if you succeed, then even if you don't understand it, you are setting out goals and accomplishing those. That's essentially what it takes to run a business. It's essentially what it takes to become a millionaire. That's that mentality you guys need to have. That's the biggest piece in all of it. You know, and if you're lacking that mentality, you're lacking that motivation, becoming a millionaire, making all that money, enjoying the life that you want to live, if money is the way to live it, is going to be that much harder. You know, and there's no real one right key to being motivated about something. There's no real one right key to wake up in the morning and feel motivated about something, or, you know, the energy and that drive that millionaires have. It's just something that you kind of stumble into. You know, sometimes it takes, like, you know, for me personally, it was seeing something partially succeed for me to get excited about it. Succeed meaning people, you know, people enjoy what I'm offering them. People want what I'm offering them. You know, that's the kind of success and motivation I need. And that goes with my daily job. It's the reason why I was able to get where I am in life, because, you know, I found a skill that, you know, not many people had. I honed that skill and I sold it. You know, that's essentially what it boils down to, right? That's the things you need to look for. Figure out what's important to you, what you're passionate about, and, you know, putting your best foot forward and trying to, you know, succeed. It's the biggest key. But yeah, I mean, you know, these are some of the topics that I'm going to start covering, because I think it's important for you guys to understand that, you know, besides the whole e-commerce gig, you know, and you know, this all directly relates to it, because you can own a bunch of different e-commerce gigs, like a bunch of different Amazon stores, you know, doing the private label drop shipping, FBA, and all that stuff. But you have to understand that, you know, kind of the engine inside the baby, you know, and that it's not, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's something that you have to develop and hone. So, till then, we'll talk to you guys later.